What's happening, Bieber Beat fam? Get ready to dive into the headlines that are making waves. We've got a shocking workplace scandal hitting the headlines, and you won't want to miss a single second of this fast-paced update. Let's get into it. Next up, we're heading to the tech world for a major development that could change everything. Then, we've got a heartwarming story of community spirit that's sure to inspire. And finally, a surprising twist in the sports arena that has everyone talking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. A CEO under fire. In a shocking turn of events, Asad Malik, the CEO of Amarillage Group, is facing serious allegations of workplace misconduct. The accusations stem from an incident that allegedly occurred in February during a Justin Timberlake concert held at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. According to a lawsuit filed by Stephanie Starling, a former employee and hotel manager at Amarillage Group, Malik engaged in inappropriate behavior towards her during the event. The lawsuit details claims that Malik made unwelcome advances, including alleged inappropriate touching and comments of a sexual nature. Starling asserts that the incident left her feeling deeply uncomfortable and violated. The lawsuit specifically outlines a series of events that unfolded during the concert. Starling claims that while waiting in line for food, Malik approached her, hugged her, and made a comment about kissing her, stating, "I was going to kiss you." He reportedly followed this with, "I'll probably do that later. It'll be a good kiss." Starling, feeling uneasy, confided in her supervisor about the situation, expressing her discomfort and requesting not to be left alone with Malik. Despite her concerns, the lawsuit alleges that Malik later approached her in a different seating area and touched her thigh and back. In an attempt to escape the uncomfortable situation, Starling asked her general manager to accompany her to the restroom, where she recounted Malik's actions. Starling's distress continued throughout the evening. She texted her brother, informing him that she had been molested by the CEO of her company and was crying on the phone. She specifically asked her father not to involve the police, as she did not want to create a scene at a work function. She planned to take an Uber home, but was unable to retrieve her jacket and personal belongings, forcing her to return to the hotel with the group. Upon arrival at the hotel, Malik allegedly asked Starling to sit in the front seat of his car to talk. The lawsuit states he then drove to a dark area near the hotel and attempted to get physically close to her, which she resisted. Her boyfriend eventually picked her up from the hotel, and she was reportedly so upset that she could not attend work the following day. Following the incident, Starling reported Malik's behavior to HR 2 days later, leading to an internal investigation. However, she claims that after inquiring about the investigation's progress, her work email was disabled, and she was subsequently informed that her employment was being terminated, treated as a resignation. Starling maintains she never resigned and was unjustly fired after 8 years with the company. She alleges that Amarillage Group could not substantiate her claims due to a lack of witnesses. The company has not yet released a public statement regarding the allegations. This case draws parallels to a previous scandal involving astronomer CEO Andy Byron and HR head Kristen Cabot, with Starling's attorney suggesting that HR departments may be prioritizing company protection over employee well-being. This incident highlights serious concerns about workplace conduct and the handling of harassment claims. Up next, we delve deeper into the specifics of this ongoing legal battle and what it means for the company. CEO's alleged misconduct at concert. In a situation eerily reminiscent of a recent high-profile scandal, Amarillage Group CEO Asad Malik is now at the center of allegations involving workplace misconduct during a Justin Timberlake concert in Detroit. Stephanie Starling, a hotel manager for the company, has filed a lawsuit accusing Malik of inappropriate advances, including an alleged attempt to kiss her and unwanted touching during the February event at Little Caesars Arena. This incident is drawing comparisons to the widely publicized Kiss Cam scandal involving astronomer CEO Andy Byron and HR head Kristen Cabot, raising questions about corporate accountability and the role of human resources in handling such sensitive matters. The lawsuit, filed by Starling, details a series of uncomfortable interactions with Malik. She claims that during the concert, while they were waiting in line for food, Malik hugged her and made a suggestive comment about kissing her, stating, "I bet it would be a good kiss too. Probably later tonight." Starling reportedly felt nervous and tried to brush it off as a joke, but the lawsuit alleges Malik continued to stare at her and made further comments about her lips. Concerned by his behavior, Starling informed her supervisor and asked that she not be left alone with Malik. Despite her efforts to distance herself, the lawsuit claims Malik later approached her in a separate seating area and touched her thigh and back. Starling sought to remove herself from the situation, asking her general manager to accompany her to the bathroom, where she explained Malik's behavior. Later, she texted her brother, describing the incident as being molested by the CEO of her company and expressing her distress. She asked her father not to involve the police, fearing repercussions at a work event. Although she planned to leave the concert early via Uber, she was unable to locate her personal belongings and ended up returning to the hotel with the group. The lawsuit alleges that upon reaching the hotel, Malik insisted Starling sit in his car to talk, then drove to a secluded, dark area near the hotel and again attempted to get close to her. Starling resisted his advances and insisted on being returned to the hotel, even threatening to walk in the snow if necessary. Following the concert, Starling reported the incident to HR. The company initiated an internal investigation. However, Starling claims that after following up on the investigation's status, her company email was deactivated, and she was informed that her employment was terminated, framed as a resignation. Starling asserts that she never resigned and was wrongfully terminated after 8 years of employment. Her attorney, Jack Schulz, has drawn parallels between this case and the Andy Byron scandal, criticizing the HR department's handling of the situation. Schulz stated that HR acted to protect the company, and she was terminated for speaking up, suggesting a pattern of corporate protectionism. Amarillage spokesperson Chris Dolly declined to comment on the ongoing litigation. Malik has denied the allegations, and there are no witnesses corroborating Starling's account. This unfolding situation raises critical questions about corporate culture and the safety of employees in professional settings. Join us next as we explore the legal ramifications and potential impact on the company's future. CEO faces allegations after concert incident. In the wake of the widely publicized Coldplay Kiss Cam incident involving CEO Andy Byron, another corporate leader, Asad Malik, the married CEO of Amarillage, is now facing accusations of sexual misconduct towards an employee. Stephanie Starling, 38, has filed a lawsuit alleging that Malik engaged in unwanted advances, including groping and kissing her during a Justin Timberlake concert in Detroit back in February. The lawsuit further claims that Malik attempted to silence Starling through a payoff, an allegation that underscores the seriousness of the accusations. According to the lawsuit, Starling recounts that during the concert, Malik expressed a desire to kiss her, remarking, "I bet it would be a good kiss too. Probably later tonight." Despite Starling's nervous reaction, the lawsuit details that Malik persisted, allegedly commenting that he was just looking at her lips and contemplating the kiss. The situation escalated when, according to Starling's account, Malik entered the same seating area where she was and placed his hand under her right thigh, touching her inappropriately. Feeling threatened and distressed, Starling sought refuge in the bathroom, where she tearfully contacted her father, pleading with him not to involve the police due to the professional context of the event. Her general manager and supervisor were reportedly present and assured her they would report Malik's actions. The lawsuit further alleges that Malik attempted to sit next to Starling during the concert, becoming agitated when her general manager intervened. Later, under the guise of needing to discuss matters, Malik allegedly coerced Starling into his vehicle, driving her to a dark, secluded spot near the hotel with the intention of forcing a kiss. Starling's refusal to comply, the lawsuit states, only increased his agitation, leading her to demand to be returned to the hotel, even threatening to walk through the snow. Upon returning to work, Starling reported the incident to HR. Despite the company appointing a third-party investigation, Starling claims no action was taken. Shortly thereafter, her company email was deactivated, and she alleges she was pressured to submit a resignation letter. The HR department subsequently upheld her resignation, citing an inconclusive investigation and offering a settlement that Starling perceived as hush money, which she rejected. Starling's solicitor, Jack Schulz, has drawn parallels between this case and the Andy Byron scandal, criticizing the HR department's alleged bias. HR acted to protect the company, leading to her termination for speaking up, Schulz told the Daily Mail, suggesting a pattern where HR departments may align with corporate interests rather than employee protections. Amarillage spokesperson Chris Daly has declined to comment on the ongoing litigation, citing the legal proceedings. Malik has denied the allegations, and the lawsuit notes the absence of witnesses to corroborate the specific assault claims. This case raises critical questions about workplace safety and the integrity of internal investigations. Coming up, we'll examine the broader implications of these allegations and the potential fallout for Amarillage Group. Automated Access Alert. Our systems have identified potentially automated user behavior, prompting this alert. News Group Newspapers Limited strictly prohibits the access, collection, or text and data mining of any content from our service by automated means, whether directly or through intermediaries. This policy is clearly outlined in our terms and conditions. Such restrictions are in place to protect the integrity and exclusivity of our published content. We are committed to ensuring that our services are accessed and used in accordance with these established guidelines. For any inquiries regarding the commercial use of our content, including for purposes such as AI development, machine learning, or large language models, we direct you to contact Crawl Permission at News. Co. UK. Our terms and conditions explicitly state these limitations to safeguard our intellectual property and operational framework. We encourage all users to review these terms to ensure compliance. In instances where legitimate user behavior might be misidentified as automated, we apologize for any inconvenience. If you are a legitimate user experiencing this issue, please contact our customer support team at help@Thesson, Co. UK. We are dedicated to resolving such discrepancies promptly and ensuring a seamless experience for all genuine visitors. Our aim is to maintain a fair and secure environment for accessing our content. News Group Newspapers Limited upholds a strict policy against unauthorized automated access, collection, or text data mining of its content. This prohibition extends to all forms of automated activity, including those for AI, machine learning, or LLMs, as stipulated in our terms. For any commercial use inquiries, please reach out to Crawl Permission at News. Co. UK. These terms are a fundamental part of our service agreement with our users. This commitment to protecting our content is paramount. We are regulated by the Independent Press Standards Organization, IPSO, and our journalists adhere to high standards of accuracy. However, we acknowledge that mistakes can occasionally occur. For further details on our complaints policy and to register a complaint, please visit Thesson, Co. UK/editorial complaints/. We are dedicated to transparency and accountability in our journalistic practices. This message serves as a reminder of our content access policies. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates on the stories that matter. We've covered a lot today. First, a CEO faces allegations of misconduct at a concert. Then, we saw a similar scandal unfold with another CEO accused of advances at a show. We also learned about the specific details of a CEO's alleged actions towards an employee. And finally, an important notice regarding automated access to our content. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Bieber Beat for all your trending news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels. We'll see you in the next one.